Good evening. I think the first thing I would like to do is to play a quick video.
Racial injustice, unequal opportunities, discrimination and prejudice hangs like a dark cloud in the 21st century. These Black voices cannot be silenced. These cries come from the pang of racism. Tolu Akinyemi, the Lion of Newcastle, presents a hard-hitting poetry collection, Black Does Not Equal Inferior. In Black Does Not Equal Inferior, we see Tolu Akinyemi reacting in response to the world to issues that affect Black people. We see a poet shedding off his burdens through his poem. Black Does Not Equal Inferior is a collection of poems fit for the present narrative. Available everywhere where books are sold. Kindly visit the author's website at www.tolutoludo.com and www.toluakinyemi.com for more information.
Before I go into a little intro about myself, I would like to read a short poem from the book that's just been advertised. I just played the video now, and this is titled Black Voices. These Black voices cannot be silenced. This chorus, anthem, and movement rattle the White House. These Black voices are not a monotone. These cries come from the pang of racism. Today, they chorused, Black Lives Matter, to appease the gods of vengeance. They took a seat on the moving train and immersed it with more than 2 pints of dross before they unconsciously drifted back to the status quo. So thank you very much. A bit about myself. My name is Tolu Akinyemi, also known as Tolu Toludo, the Lion of Newcastle. I'm a multi-award-winning Nigerian writer. I have published in the genre of poetry, children's literature, essays, and short stories. So far, I have published 12 books. The first book was a poetry collection titled Dead Lion Stone Raw. That was in 2017. In 2018, I published a collection of essays titled Unravel Your Hidden Gems. Then also in 2018, another poetry collection titled Dead Dog Stone Back. In April 2019, I published the last in the series of the Poetic for the Descending series, Dead Cats Don't Meow, Don't Waste the Nightlife. Also in 2019, I published another poetry collection, Never Play Games with the Devil. And in 2020, 2 award-winning books, Inferno of Silence, a collection of short stories, and A Booktiful Love, a collection of poems. In 2021, thus far, I have published 3 poetry collections that are already out. So that is Never Marry a Writer and Black Does Not Equal Inferior. I also wrote a collection of poetry on the theme of mental health, which is titled Everybody Don't Kolo Mental. Also in 2021, I have published 2 children's picture books with Black characters, and this is titled I Wear Self-Confidence Like a Second Skin, and I Am Not a Troublemaker. And both books are meant to help improve the self-confidence and self-esteem of our little ones. As a parent to young children who have now become aware of their skin color in school, being the only brown skin or children in their classes, then we are beginning to have more of these conversations. And as an author, they have also inspired me to be able to write these children's books. So, the other day I was in Time Out Market, and one of the head of National Libraries in London approached me to say, there's a big shortage of children's literature books in the UK, that they don't see a lot of Black characters in children's literature. So I think Black authors like us, we are here to begin to bridge this gap, to make this kind of books available, books with Black characters that our children can identify with. And I am also the lead consultant at the Roaring. Okay, so apart from that, I have another poetry collection that is going to be out in September, Born in Lockdown, a collection of coronavirus poems, and also another poetry collection out on the 1st of January, A God in a Human Body, and also another collection of poems for young people, You Need More Than Dreams. So that's as far as my author journey is concerned. In terms of the Black Book webinar, I'm so proud of what Makonnen is doing with the Black Books webinar, because like that poem the poem I read says, these Black voices cannot be silenced. So where we must continue to amplify our voices, continue to speak out, must continue to call out racism in the society, because that is what we as Black authors, we are out there to do. We will continue to tell our stories. We must continue to shed the light on what we do and continue to empower our economy. The Black economy must continue to grow, and that is our part to play. So I'm the lead consultant at the Roaring Lion Newcastle Limited, publishing imprint that is dedicated to Black authors, basically. So that is what. So a publishing imprint that is basically dedicated to Black authors. So I will drop the links on the bio. If you are looking for a conference speaker, you are looking for a guest on your podcast, performance poet, workshop leader, or any form of book sales partnership, please reach out to me. I'll be dropping my links in the chat. So thank you so much. I'm so proud to be a part of the Black Books webinar. And this is the first one. And Makonnen, keep up the great work. We are fully behind you, ready to take this to the next level. Rah!